Hello, welcome to BioGreat TV. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss our next video. How Morocco got independence. Morocco is a country that has been through quite a lot. Its history has been shaped by different countries, cultures, and religions. The most notable moment for Moroccans, no doubt, was when the country gained independence and began to thrive, with the first ruler after independence, King Mohammed V, calling it the New Era. Let us see how they got their independence. Beginning in the year of 1920, a sense of nationalism began to rise among the people of Morocco. While Morocco was under control of both France and Spain in the northern region, nationalists made a number of attempts to get independence for their country. Abdelkrim, a leader of one of the rebellions, was beginning to gain some ground. He won a sensational victory at Annual in 1921, defeating a Spanish army of about 20,000. Thereafter, he also won control of the Rif Mountain area and staged many of his affronts from there, but he was eventually defeated by a large joint French and Spanish force numbering over 250,000 men. This was in 1926. Abdelkrim's rebellion lasted for 5 years before his defeat. After defeating Abdelkrim, the French and Spanish were able to control the nationalists for about 2 decades until independence movement began again. However, pressure for change continued to mount, driven especially by groups of young, educated Moroccans who were demanding political liberties and even independence. World War II provided a significant boost to their demands, with the Vichy French administration overwhelmed by the American forces which landed on the coast of Morocco in November 1942. When President Roosevelt of the United States of America came to the Casablanca Conference in 1943, he also expressed opposition to continuing French colonial rule in Morocco. In the year 1944, nationalists formed an independence party which they called the Istiklals. The party had the support of the Sultan of Morocco, Mohammed V, who was a very influential figure. The main charge was colonialism and to bring it to an end. The party issued a manifesto which was a public declaration of their intentions and opinions. In a decisive response, the French had all the leaders of the party arrested and accused them of working with the Germans. Also, the French fired indiscriminately on people gathered in Fez, killing and wounding many. Later in December of 1952, riots broke out in the city of Casablanca. The riots led to the ban of the Istiklal and the Moroccan Communist Party. A year later, the French exiled Sultan Mohammed V to Madagascar, a move that later proved to be a grave mistake on their part. In the Sultan's place, Mohammed ben Arafah was put. Unlike Mohammed V, Mohammed ben Arafah was not so well liked by the Moroccans. The nationalists saw Mohammed V not just as a political leader but also a religious leader. Naturally, the action of the French government angered them, leading to revolt and opposition from the Moroccan citizens in the form of terrorist acts and armed movements then. This unrest in Morocco also met with a greater crisis the French were facing in Algeria at the time. In the circumstances, the French government began to crumble in Morocco. The exiled Sultan was able to return in November 16, 1955. Then a year later in 1956, the French left Morocco and Morocco became an independent country on the 2nd of March 1956. After the French left Morocco, the Spanish also packed their bags and left too, and in April, the region of Morocco under Spanish rule gained their freedom as well. The Sultan Mohammed V assumed leadership of the newly independent nation and turned it into a constitutional monarchy. He was transformed into a monarch and assumed the title of king. That dynasty continues today as Morocco is presently ruled by his grandson, Mohammed VI. Despite Morocco's independence since 1956, Spain still has control over some areas in Morocco. The areas are the cities of Ceuta and Melilla and a small chain of islands. The Spanish had taken over the cities of Melilla and Ceuta in 1497 and 1580 respectively. When Spain left control over Morocco, it still retained control of these areas, claiming that Spaniards had occupied the areas long before Moroccans did. This has remained a source of dispute between the two countries, as Morocco still considers the areas as part of their territory. What have we missed out of this history? Let's know in the comment section. Will it be ridiculous to subscribe to our channel? If no, please like this video, share, and subscribe to our channel.